Opening day in the desert for year 22 of the Palm Springs Power. We are back and here again for yet another exciting season. Welcome on in, everybody. I'm Stephen Buxton. To my right is Jack Glennon, and we're so excited to have you here. Power coming off 3 straight CPCL championships, the last 2 on walk-off hits. Last season, Blake Conrad walked it off, and the year before, Noah Blythe with a walk-off home run to clinch the last 2. And here, it's a whole new cast of characters. For the first time in 5 years, Casey Dill's going in with a whole new lineup and even a new coaching staff. Zach Phillips, Cam Vollmer, the new pitching coach and hitting coach, are replacing Reed Santos and Sam DiMatteo. And from top to bottom of the lineup, it's a bunch of new faces. But, Jack, it's a really talented roster, including the guy on the mound, Javier Vasquez.
Yeah, Javier Vasquez, you're going to see a lot of different things from him. He's a 6'2", 205-pounder, desert native just down the road in La Quinta, California. But you mentioned the pitching coach coming in. That is Zach Phillips, a former Oriole, Texas Ranger. This guy's been all over the MLB, AAA, coming in for his first year as a pitching coach. I expect big things from him, obviously, with the experience that he brings in from the MLB. There's no level of competition in baseball like that, so I expect this pitching staff to be elevated quite a bit. Yeah,
and again, Zach Phillips, a guy with a ton of professional experience, but he's replacing a guy in Reed Santos who has built a standard with this team. It's a pitching staff that has always been a strength of this Power squad, but overall, there's been a couple constants in this valley, in this team, in this league in general. Casey Dill wins games. He basically wins about 30 games a season last year, coming off a 29-6 record, and that was considered a down year. But he takes whatever he has. He really just goes out there and competes every day. He said it's a family approach. He's really just going to wrap his arms around these guys, and he is excited with the new challenge it is. He's got to learn these guys. He's got to learn what their strengths are, and he's even got to learn his new coaching staff. But right now, we've got National Anthem and first pitch coming up in just a couple minutes. Opening day against the Utah Yaks, just a couple minutes away. We'll be right back.
The Power managed by Casey Dill.
We are back and once again ready for opening day. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for joining us here on the Palm Springs Power YouTube channel. Once again, he's Jack Glennon. I'm Stephen Buxton, and we're just a couple moments away from year 22 of the Palm Springs Power baseball. Casey Dill going for team championship number 11, championship number 6 under his tenure, and he's won the last 3 and the only 3 in the CPCL. But again, it's a new cast of characters, and they're going up against the Utah Yaks. Leading off for the Yaks, it's Jake Mortensen, Corbin Gull after him, Bodie Goins the top 3. Ruben Velasco's going to be cleaning it up. Emmett Desmond, Kyle Skinner, and Cole DeCastro. 5 through 7, 8 and 9 are DJ Bachman and Alex Gutierrez. On the mound for the Power, it's a guy who is familiar to the area but just new to this scene. Javier Vasquez, coming out of La Quinta High School. He spent his first year in college at College of the Desert with Casey Dill. He's a big righty, 6'2", 230, and Jackie's a guy who can gun it in the upper 80s, can top out in the 90s. He's got some really good stuff.
Yeah, he absolutely does. You're going to see a big breaking ball from him a lot in this game, I'd assume so, but that fastball is really his primary weapon. Steven, I guess we'll see how the Yaks hitters are able to respond to that.
And again, it's going to be really a question of how Casey manages this pitching staff. Some of these guys haven't pitched in a while because whether it was load management during their college season or just their college season ended a while ago, and it's a roster that's going to be changing throughout the year. This isn't the final product. There's going to be guys who are still playing in regionals right now or who are in the Division II, the Division III NAIA playoffs as well. But right now, here's what we've got, and the throw down to second by Michelson is caught, and we are ready to go. Jake Mortensen stepping into the box, and we are off for year number 22 of Power Baseball.
Number 6, Jake Mortensen.
The Power have become an absolute force in collegiate summer baseball. It's a borderline dynastic run. Again, 11 championships for the team. The last 3 in the CPCL, the only 3 in that conference. And Casey Dill looking to do it with a new squad. Second pitch is slapped up the middle. That's going to land in front of Artis in center field. And the first batter of the season reaches Jake Mortensen on a leadoff single.
Great approach by Mortensen there. Just takes the pitch on the opener, stays patient, waits for his pitch, and slops it up the middle. Didn't get all of it, but a really nice approach there on the second pitch.
It's a Power defense that's going to be really fun to watch. A lot of athletes all over the place. A couple guys who have won gold gloves with their respective colleges. And here's what the defense is looking like. McCarty, Artis, and Rodriguez from left to right in the outfield as the first pitch is a ball outside to Corbin Gull. Up the middle defensively, Barsness and Richards. On the corner, Axtell and Jasso. And behind the plate, Owen Michelson. 1-0 count. Javier Vasquez kicks and fires. Ball 2 outside, 2-0. Vasquez at College of the Desert, 6-1, 16 appearances, getting a lot of action, 15 of them starts. 2-0 pitch, fouled off the tip of Corbin Gull's bat. It's 2-1.
And that's huge to get that strike for Vasquez, because if not, then Vasquez has to come in, and Gull knows it. With a runner on, your DH up, especially a lefty-righty matchup, that becomes tough. So Vasquez, a huge strike right there.
And Vasquez is a guy who throws a lot of strikes, 65 Ks this season at College of the Desert. And he gets strike 2 there, a big flail, and it's 2-2.
Had him fooled right there with the off-speed we talked about before the game, Steven. Sped him up with the fastball, slowed him down with the changeup.
2-2. He's got a couple options here. Nobody out, 1 on. Vasquez set, gets the sign from Michelson, kicks and fires. That one's driven out into right. Going back on it, Rodriguez takes a couple steps back and collects the first out. F9 on the putout. We've got 1 out. And now it's Bodie Goins.
45, Bodie Goins.
Solid contact there, but nothing to be concerned about. If you're Vasquez, you got the out. That's all that matters. Keep that runner at first, too. Non-productive out for the Yaks.
Goins playing right field today for the Yaks. Has a chance to do what many teams haven't against the Power, take a first-inning lead. It's a team that pretty much knows how to play downhill. It's a team that historically has gotten leads and just piles on. And right now, Vasquez is ahead 0-1.
That breaking ball just so nasty, Steven, as he pours it in for strike two. It starts so far on the arm side and breaks all the way across to the outside corner for a right-handed hitter.
Looking for a strikeout pitch here. He just threw the curveball. What does he got here? 0-2, 1 out, 1 on. Vasquez set. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Just past the infield. Coming in on it is the center field artist, but that's going to be in no man's land and land for a bloop single. Richards, Artis, and Barsness all converging, but none of them could come up with it. So 2 reach in the first inning, and there's runners on first and second.
And again, the funny part about this outing so far for Vasquez, the 2 runners who have reached, not solid contact at all, and the one guy he got out was a sharp line out to right field. So we'll see if Vasquez can get the ground ball he's looking for. The third baseman's pulled in a little bit.
Now he's got Ruben Velasco, the cleanup hitter for these Yaks. First pitch, just inside ball 1. This is a Yaks team that's one of the stronger opponents the Power are going to face this season. A lot of high-end talent, whether it's some of the top junior colleges on the West Coast or a lot of Division I guys as well. Utah Tech, there's a couple guys from Northern Arizona on this roster. It's a really talented squad that could give the Power fits, but right now it's 1-1 with 2 on and 1 out for Javier Vasquez. 1-1 pitch, slap the other way, deep into right field, and Rodriguez isn't going to get there. This is going to score 1. Coming around second, getting the wave is Bodie Goins, and he's going to get a late stop there, but it's a 1-out RBI double. That starts the scoring. Ruben Velasco puts the Yaks on the board.
Fantastic approach by Velasco. Again, righty-righty matchup. He saw that breaking ball a couple times, but he waited on it, shot it the other way. Really impressive at bat. Again, not super hard contact, but he just put it where the defenders weren't.
Power already got pressure on him today. 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position. Emmett Desmond, the backstop, trying to add on here. 3 hits this inning, all of them, or 2 of them singles. Ruben Velasco, really the first hard hit ball right there into right field. 1 out, righty-righty matchup. A fastball below the zone starts him off with strike 1.
And this is a strikeout situation. It obviously goes without saying for Vasquez, because even a soft enough ground ball can get the guy from third home. So the strikeout or the pop out, any non-productive out, huge right here.
0-1 pitch. On the ground to third base. Gobbled up there. Throw down to first. Gets him in time. A smart play by Axtell. Didn't have chance to get 2, but he did just enough to hold the runner at third, Bodie Goins. We've got 2 outs.
And that wasn't an easy play, Steven. You see it kind of took a weird hop at the end, but right into the glove of Axtell. Made a nice throw to first. Jasso puts him away for out number 2.
So 1 out away from limiting the damage. Kyler Skinner up to the box. 6th hitter of the inning for the Yaks. First pitch upstairs, ball 1.
And if Vasquez, I know he's already let the 1 run across, but if he can get out of this damage control-wise, giving up only 1 run with 2 guys on, he's in pretty good shape.
He's got 2 outs, 2 on, 1-0 pitch. Swing and a foul tip there. Counts even at 1.
This will be the 20th pitch of the inning for Vasquez. And like I said, obviously anything gets him out is huge with 2 outs, but limiting the damage, huge importance here.
1-1 pitch. Just catches the outer half of the plate. It's 1-2. Trying to limit the damage here. 1-0 game here in the top of the first. Vasquez putting a jam, can get out of it with just 1 though. Outside, counts even at 2. Cole DeCastro on deck. DJ Bachman in the hole. Again, Vasquez wants nothing to do with either one of them. He's been pounding the zone so far. 2-2 pitch. Chopper foul.
Well, that's a big hack by Skinner. I mean, he's not going to be cheated with 2 guys on in scoring position and 2 out, 2 strike count. He's looking for the fences here, Stephen.
This is not an easy park to hit a home run in. 350 down each line. Wind is blowing in pretty hard from left field. 2-2 pitch from Vasquez. Skinner swings and misses, and Vasquez out of the jam.
Huge.
A strikeout ends the threat for the Yaks. Power down 1-0. Top of the first coming up. Mikade, Michelson, and Rodriguez due up. We'll be right back after this break.
I got 23 pitches. What do you got?
What was the count on the first?
At bat?
Yeah.
Two pitches.
Was it a ball or a strike?
The first pitch was a strike.
Okay.
There was no one single.
Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
22?
Or 21.
21, I'm 2 off.
Wait, no, 22.
22, I'm 1 off. Thank you.
Wait, what did you have?
23.
Okay. Yeah. Like, whatever you have, we're just going to go with that.
Okay.
Like, if it's off by 1 pitch, 2 pitches, no one's going to be happy.
No one will know.
Yeah.
But 23s, I'm shocked.
It's a family setting, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. They cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Dominic Gonzalez out of Lamar Community College toes the slab and gets ready to face off a potent power lineup. Matthew McCate, Owen Michelson, Junie Rodriguez, the first 3 due up, but they're playing from behind right now. Down 1-0 after 3 hits in the first by the Yaks, and a run plated on a Ruben Velasco RBI double. 1-0 to start off Matthew McCate.
And the first pitch you see from Gonzalez is that two-seam fastball. He loves that pitch, 6'2", 175-pounder. There it is again.
1-1. Fastball right down Broadway. Evens the count, and McCarty's going to be a really fun player to watch. Out of Whittier, he's got a ton of speed. We talked about him in the pregame show. He's a guy who just got better and better and better as his seasons went on. Ground ball down the left side is going to be a tough throw, but DeCastro gets him in time.
Yeah, and he was recruited at Whittier by the hitting coach of the Palm Springs Power, Cam Vollmer, who's in his first year, played at the D2 level for 3 years.
Owen Michelson steps up, and this power lineup looks like this. Michelson hitting second, Junie Rodriguez third, Adam Axtell is going to be cleaning it up. Amari Conley, Alex Jasso, John Artis, the middle of the lineup, and bottom 2, Caden Richards and Tyler Barsness. Owen Michelson, one of the handful of Division I catchers who has ran through this building in previous years. It's a position that's really started to grow its strength with the power. Second pitch outside.
That one had a little bit of a cut to it. This guy's got an interesting pitch mix with a number of different fastballs. That's going to make it really difficult because they're all so high velocity as well.
2-0 to Michelson. Loses the bat, foul ball goes into Sunrise Park.
Stuck in the netting.
And I don't think he's getting that one back. The on-deck batter, Junie Rodriguez, trying his best to get that thing down.
Stephen, that thing stuck about 15 feet high, maybe 20 in the netting, and now they're throwing bats up at it. They better be careful shaking the net.
I mean, at some point, Jack, you're going to have to accept that Michelson's just got to go get a new piece of lumber.
And that thing's going to be up by the end of the season on July 19th. We'll be calling the championship game, and that bat will still be in the netting.
You know, I've called a lot of games in this building. I don't think I've seen a bat get stuck up there, but Well, they'd put forth their best effort with that. We'll tell you about Owen Michelson. Out of Chandler, North Carolina, he's a junior at UNC Asheville, a chemistry major, and he's one of the guys that a coach just loves to get their hands on. He's a really athletic guy, 5'10", 195. He's not a problem in the classroom. He's been all academic team many times over. 1-on-1 pitch, and that one's fouled off. Apologies, it's actually 2-2 right now. 2-2, 1 out. Nobody on for Michelson. Started 3 games as a freshman, but he's been a full-time starter the last 2 seasons. That pitch pops out of the glove of Desmond, and it's a full count.
Yeah, this would be a huge any way you can get on, whether it's an error, a walk, a hit by pitch, you get him on, get him over, get him in. And huge 3-2 pitch right here, especially for Gonzalez trying to get that second out without letting anyone on.
Gonzalez set, the righty kicks and fires, and that's down for what I thought was ball 4, but we must have had the count wrong up here. So it's 2-2 actually. And the pitch is slapped up the middle on the ground to second base, throw down to first, and a big stretch by Skinner. But he can't come up with it. An infield single for Owen Michelson.
And that's why you always hustle. That is why you always hustle down the first base line. Make that fielder's job as difficult as possible. Speed him up, and that's how you get guys on base. And that's what Casey Dill said before the season started. You need to have speed. You can't play in this ballpark if you can't steal bases, and you can't play in this ballpark if you can't hustle. And that's actually going to be scored as an error by the second baseman. That's Mortensen.
So E4 on Mortensen. Junior Rodriguez up, and he's got a runner on trying to even the score here. 1-0 ball game. Yaks on top of the power here in the bottom of the first on an absolutely gorgeous opening day. First pitch, down and away, ball 1.
Stephen, how many better combinations in the world are there than California weather and baseball?
You know, you're going to be hard-pressed to find something better than this. About 80 degrees, a little bit of wind today. 1-0 pitch, outside ball 2. And what I've heard is this might be the coldest day or the coldest opening day in Power history.
I don't disbelieve it. It's absolutely gorgeous out here. Like you said, that breeze cooling us off just a little bit.
2-0 pitch. Catches the zone. It's 2-1. Junior Rodriguez playing right field today. He's a really good athlete out there. And, again, we've preached it over and over again how Casey Dill wants to fill this lineup with guys who can run, with guys who hustle, with guys who have a lot of tools. Pitch outside. It's 3-1 now. And
what's so impressive about Casey Dill's lineup, they walked more times than struck out last year. That hasn't happened in the MLB since 2002 in a single season.
Hitters count here. Rodriguez drives it up the middle, and it's going to get down in front of the center fielder, Gutierrez. Runner goes 90 feet. Michelson to second, Rodriguez to first. Power trying to get a one-out rally going.
And that's where that air comes back to hurt you, Steven. Suddenly Gonzalez is in trouble. He's 14 pitches deep into this inning with only 1 out. And just like that, you got 2 guys on thanks to the error. So obviously a huge break for the Power on the air, but way to take advantage of it for Rodriguez and move that runner over into scoring position for the cleanup hitter, Axtell.
Axtell stepping up in the defense he's going against. Bachman, Gutierrez, and Goins from left to right in the outfield. Behind the plate is Desmond. On the corners, Velasco and Skinner. First pitch is a called strike, and up the middle to Castro and Mortensen, all backing up Dominic Gonzalez, who's ahead 0-1 against Axtell. Second pitch, a ball downstairs. It's 1-1. Adam Axtell, listed as a two-way player, didn't get any action as a pitcher at Cal State LA, but one of the older guys that you'll see in this lineup, 6'3", 205 pounds, a senior, out of Costa Mesa, California, behind 1 and 2. Chopper on the ground, gloved at first. He's going to take it there and get nothing else. Runners advance. So 2 in scoring position now, 2 outs on a fielder's choice.
Yeah, that's a big break actually for the Power, Steven, because he had that force out by a couple of feet at second base, and who knows if the throw would have beat him at first. So a big break there for Axtell. What looked to be a double play ball actually pushes 2 runners into scoring position for Conley.
Amari Conley stepping up out of Tennessee Martin, and he's going to be a really exciting guy to watch. 6'5", 225. And from what I've heard, he can absolutely fly in the outfield.
UT Martin in West Tennessee, just about an hour away from Memphis.
He's a junior over there. He had 10 multi-hit games last season. He's not a full-time starter over there, but just about as close as you can get. 24 starts this season. Triple slash 284, 370. 389. Ground ball high, Baltimore chop caught by the pitcher Gonzalez. He'll take it himself to end the inning, and a 0 put up by the Yaks. Power threatened with 2 on, but they strand both. We're through 1. It's 1-0 Utah.
I think we're doing pretty good.
Family setting, you know, we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Family setting. You know.
Second inning on opening day in Palm Springs. 1-0 Utah Yaks ahead of the Power. And it's going to be 7, 8, and 9 for Utah. Cole Castro takes a first pitch ball out of the hands of Javier Vasquez.
Vasquez out for a second inning of work. 23 pitches in that first inning, but limited the damage to 1 run.
Second pitch, pop up in there. High into right field, going back on it, Rodriguez, and battling the sun there, able to catch it along the line for the first out. And Jack, that's huge for him right there after a long first inning. He's a guy who throws a lot of strikes. To be able to get a quick first out.
2-pitch out, absolutely. It's even better than a strikeout in the case of Vasquez right now, who threw 23 pitches in that first inning.
It's going to be pitcher by committee today. A couple guys warming up in the bullpen as first pitch hunting DJ Bachman sends one into the gap, but that's going to hang up, and Rodriguez gets the first 2 outs.
Look at that, Steven. You jinxed it. 2 outs, 3 pitches. He's on an even better pace to finish this inning in 5 pitches or less. That could really make up for that 23-pitch first inning.
Now it's Alex Gutierrez. 2 outs, nobody on. Vasquez trying to get a quick inning here. First pitch slashed foul down the left side. 0-1 pitch. On the ground, down the left side at short. Barsness can't make the play there. Just goes off the glove. And he's able to limit the damage there, but an error keeps the inning going. Gutierrez turns over the lineup to Mortensen.
Now to bat number 6, Jake Mortensen.
First error of the season for the Power, and Jack, you probably won't see a ton of that this year. Again, it's something that Casey Dillon, really this entire organization from Andrew Starkey down, prides themselves on putting fundamental players out there. First pitch is a called strike.
Stephen, fundamental defense always wins baseball games. That and great pitching, timely hitting. You know, Casey Dill holds this team to a very high standard. That's a very rare error in the field for the Power. And luckily for them, it came with 2 outs.
0-1 to Mortensen. He singled in his first at-bat, and watch his strike 2. Mortensen scored the lone run today. A single on the second pitch of the game was brought in by Ruben Velasco's RBI double 3 batters later. Trying to keep this inning alive. 0-2 pitch. Vasquez fires. Chopper to short. Gloved by Barsness, who's going to make the play at first. A quick turn there. Retires this side for Vasquez. A quick inning. Keeps it moving. 1-0 Yaks going to the bottom of the second.
The Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful thing. No homeowners association is too small or too large for us to manage. From community maintenance services to customized absentee home care, the Management Trust provides just about every service any homeowner could ask for. Hi, I'm Damien with the Management Trust. We're a community management built differently for your homeowners association. To find out how, give me a call.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Quality first. It's quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for 2 or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
The Management Trust.
Top 2 at Palm Springs Stadium, 1-0, leading it off, and ball 1 inside goes to Alex Jasso. It'll be Jasso, Artis, and Caden Richards joining us here. And just an update for those of you watching. Yeah, that bat from the first inning is still stuck in the netting over by the Power dugout. 0-2 to Alex Jasso.
I think it will be for a while, at least until tomorrow morning. One of the marketing interns will go and get it down.
0-2, Gonzalez working quickly, fires a fastball outside. It's 1-2. Jasso, one of the guys who you can say came over with Cam Vollmer, but it's almost become a pipeline. Whittier to the Palm Springs Power. It's a relationship developed by Casey Dill, and he gets under that. Pops it up in there. Down the right side, first baseman Skinner will collect that just in foul territory for the first out. Now it's John Artis, but for Jasso and for Whittier and for Cam Vollmer specifically, it's a relationship that's years in the making. Casey Dill met Cam Vollmer a couple years back when he was working with the Whittier JV team. They would play the California Grizzlies, the post-grad team that Dill runs. As that ball goes over our press box, it's 0-1 for Artis.
I really thought I had that one, Steven. I think I could have caught that.
You know, we'll get one this season eventually. 0-1, 1 out. But for Vollmer, Casey Dill just saw how he ran that team, saw how buttoned up they were, and that left a good first impression on him. Ball 1 in the dirt. It's 1-1. After that, he's seen Vollmer around the barn a few more times. He was a coach in the PSCL a couple years ago. He saw how he managed that team, and he was nothing but impressed. 1-1 pitch, ripped down the line, but that's going to go foul and almost hit a pitcher warming up in the pen. 1-2 the count. So Vollmer came out and applied to be a PSCL coach once again this season, and Casey Dill offered him the job that Sam DiMatteo left vacant. Broken bat, number to shortstop. Gloved by DeCastro. Fires it down to first and gets Artis in time.
And the lefty, the big lefty warming up in the pen for the Palm Springs Power is Jimmy Welsher. Costa Mesa, California native, 5'9", 175-pounder, currently in the transfer portal of the NCAA.
And to finish up the thoughts on Vollmer, again, it's just an opportunity was left open. Sam DiMatteo left his position as the hitting coach with the Power. So Vollmer steps in. Casey Dill thought it would be a great fit, and he's nothing but excited for what that man can bring to this roster and team. But right now it's 0-1 to Caden Richards out of UNLV. 0-2 very quickly. Richards, a junior, didn't get much playing time this past season, but spent his first couple years at Pima Community College, where the guy absolutely tore the cover off the ball. A 976 OPS, 67 hits in 2025 as he watches ball 2 outside.
And Gonzalez, the interesting thing about him is he'll work hitters backwards, Steven. This at-bat, he started Richards off with the big looping breaking ball, and now 2 high-velocity fastballs ever since.
2-1. Richards gets under it, pops it up deep right field. This ball keeps carrying, and that one's gone.
Wow.
A solo shot for Caden Richards, the first run of the season for the Power. It's tied at 1.
Steven, I did not think that one was going to get out, and I think that wind pushing across from left field really helped it over that 350-foot right field wall, and that was no cheapie.
There's no cheapies in Palm Springs Stadium. Caden Richards, he didn't exactly pop it up, but it looked like he hit it too high. But with how windy it is, that ball kept carrying in. About 390 feet later, over our Raising Cane's sign, this game is tied. Now it's Tyler Barsness.
And that's huge. If you get the contribution with 2 outs from the 8-hole guy as that first pitch is outside, it's you take it where you can get it from the bottom of your order, right? And that's a huge at-bat and a run right there to tie this game up.
Barsness, a local guy out of Palm Desert High School. He's been through the PSCL. And coming out of University of Redlands, he's a really fun player to watch, playing shortstop today, a good athlete out there. And he's got a 1-1 count here. 2 outs, trying to turn over to the top of the lineup. Matthew McCade on deck, and he watches ball 2.
Some great takes right here in this inning by the Power. I know it started off quickly with the first 2 outs, but ever since, these hitters at the bottom of the order have really been working the count, and with your guys at the bottom of the order, that's all you can ask. Work the count, see a lot of pitches, set things up for the top of the order, and they've done just that.
A career .328 hitter. Barsness rolls over it, chopper to third, and a moving throw from Velasco retires the side, but we're tied off a home run from Caden Richards. Top of the lineup will be up in the 3rd inning, but it's 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Yaks.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric vehicles. Drive the Chevrolet Blazer, Equinox, Silverado, the powerful GMC Hummer, Sierra, and the distinctive Cadillac Lyriq. Silent power, bold performance. Electrify your drive. Jessup Auto Plaza. Since 1938, the EV brands you love, the family you trust.
Hey, Coachella Valley, Patrick Summers here, General Air Conditioning and Plumbing. Spring is here and summer is right behind it. Don't get caught with a broken air conditioning system. Call us now. Let us get a tune-up done. We're offering a special for $79. It comes with a seasonal guarantee. Call our team today. Get yourself scheduled before the heat hits. Be proactive, not reactive. Go ahead and book at callthegeneral.com or call our offices.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection in an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Bottom 3 in Palm Springs, 1-1. And it's the top of the lineup coming up for the Power. Matthew McCade, Owen Michelson, Junie Rodriguez. And apologies for the technical difficulties last inning. But you guys didn't miss a ton other than a couple of really nice snags at third by Axtell.
Yeah, he got him into a jam with the error on the bobble, and then he got him out of it with 2 really nice catches on line drives.
1-0 pitch in the dirt, 2-0 to McCate.
This is the count you want to be in. Right at the start of an inning, you got to lead off by getting on base, especially with the top of the order lefty-righty matchup. 2-0 hitters count right here. Expect McCate to swing.
2-0 in the dirt, ball 3. Hitters count for McCate. And we've mentioned it a handful of times throughout the broadcast. It's the type of player that Casey Dill wants on this squad as McCate watches strike 1. He's a guy with a ton of experience. He's a 4-year starter between Dominguez Hills and Whittier, and he's a guy who got better and better and better. His strikeout rate basically cut in half. Rips that one down the right side to second base. A nice play by Mortensen to get the first out.
Way to escape that 3-0 count by Dominic Gonzalez. Really nicely done on his part. Tough to do, especially with a lefty-righty matchup.
So McCade's 0 for 2 today, but now it's Owen Michelson. Reached on the error by the second baseman, Mortensen. Rodriguez on deck, and in the hole is Adam Axtell, who's had an adventure of a game so far. An error and 2 of the harder hit balls you'll see in this game today. Both right at him at third, but able to get out of the inning with 2 L5s in a row. 1-0 pitch up in the air, above the infield. Mortensen going back on it, and he'll get the first 2 outs. Now it's Junie Rodriguez.
Now comes to the plate, number 23, Junie Rodriguez.
Rodriguez, a junior at Cal State San Bernardino, out of Hemet. Played at Paloma Valley High School. Spent his first couple of years in Mount San Jacinto College.
Great pitch. There's that breaking ball. You see it from Gonzalez. Nobody up in either bullpen right now, so you can expect to see Welsher and Gonzalez again.
Rodriguez behind 0-1, but got a single in his first trip. Count evens at 1. At San Bernardino, 45 games this past season, 42 of them starts. Nearly a 300 hitter, 289, and OPS closing in at 1,000. Shade above 950. 43 hits this season for the Coyotes, 6 doubles, 9 home runs, 44 RBIs. And that's the number that Casey Dill's going to be looking at instead of some of the power numbers for these guys. Just can you drive in runs? 1-2 pitch up in the air, cranked into center field. Gutierrez will take a couple steps in, and a 1-2-3 inning for the Yaks. Power go down in order. To the 4th we go, it's 1-1.
We're going to announce a few more Eisenhower raffle numbers.
There's something winning in the agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know.
We're through 3 in Palm Springs, top 4 in Col de Castro, DJ Bachman, Alex Gutierrez, the first 3 due up for the Yaks. Welcome back to Palm Springs Stadium, everybody. We're so glad to have you here. A 1-1 game, and first pitch swinging on the ground to third base. A long throw, and gets to Castro on the first pitch of the inning. We've got 1 out. Good play from Axtell. He's been really active over there.
And that's how you get longevity and efficiency and innings out of your bullpen. 1 pitch outs, just like that one from Welsher.
Welsher in his second inning of work. Works ahead of Bachman, who first time out, swung at the first pitch, drove it out to right field for a quick second out for Vasquez. On the ground, bunt fielded by Welsher, and he'll throw it down to first. And another quick out produced off the bat of Bachman. Now it's Alex Gutierrez, reached on an error to extend the second inning. An error by Tyler Barsness on a ground ball that looked like it just got off the heel of his glove. Rips that right at the first baseman, Jasso, who leaps to end the inning.
Beautiful catch.
6 up, 6 down in the last 2 frames. We're moving quickly here. Bottom 4 coming up here in Palm.
Quality first. It's quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for 2 or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Quality first. It's quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for 2 or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage.
Bottom of the 4th coming up after Really fun showing from our first race around the bases mid-inning event presented by our marketing team and by State Farm's Cindy Piper. Always a fun time to see the kids getting in on the action here at the ballpark on what has become a fantastic night so far. 1-1, bottom of the fourth coming up. Adam Axtell, Amari Conley, Alex Jasso, the first three due up.
Yeah, and what a great marketing team we have. The events that they put on here at the ballpark and on our social media team, which you can follow on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, as well as the YouTube channel PS Power Baseball. So make sure you watch all those live streams right here where you're watching it right now throughout the season.
Crowd's still filing in tonight, and it's going to be a good one. We've got fireworks after the game, a ton planned for this opening weekend. Tomorrow's Little League Day, and then Sunday's an event I just love to see. It's the Hometown Heroes event where the Power take on the fire department and police department in Palm Springs. It's always a fun showing and just a great time to see those guys who protect really this entire valley. And the first pitch out of the hand of Gonzalez is outside. It's 1-0 to Adam Axtell.
Now Gonzalez comes into this fourth inning giving up just 2 hits, 1 earned run, 42 pitches, right around that 45 range you want to be after 3. Done a really nice job so far as he gets a big cut and a miss there from Axtell.
Axtell 0 for 1 today, and the first grounded into a fielder's choice at first base. It did move over Michelson and Rodriguez, but those two were both stranded, and that one's going to go in and hit him.
Man, that's a gift for Axtell, down 0-2, and Gonzalez comes in and hits him with a breaking ball that came across to the batter box side and just domed him, I think, right on the elbow.
Yeah, the painful way gets him on first, but frankly, who really cares how you get down there? It's just a game of getting bases and moving over, and Amari Conley trying to do that right now. Swings at the first pitch, and just right over a breaking ball from Gonzalez, 0-1.
And there's that dangerous fastball, like I mentioned earlier. It's so quick into the strike zone, and it's greatly located.
0-1 pitch. Conley gets a piece of it. It's 0-2, though.
There it is again.
But this isn't something you see from him a ton. He's a guy who just puts the ball in play over and over again. Only 17 strikeouts in 31 games at Tennessee Martin this past season. 13 walks, so almost 50-50 there. But he's one of those guys that you see the profile and you just know that if everything goes right, Casey Dill is going to be all over this young man. 1-2 now the count. 10 multi-hit games, an OPS above 750, 13 RBIs from Conley.
And a really old-fashioned hitter. When you think of a guy who doesn't strike out, always puts the ball in play, you think of a guy like a Tony Gwynn, you think of a guy like a Luis Ariz, these kind of guys who always find a way to make contact.
2-2 pitch. On the ground, gets over the head of Gonzalez. A nifty flip there at second, trying to get 2. But they can't get Conley, who runs it out. He'll replace Axtell at first, but a great play by Mortensen to just get the first out.
That's exactly what Gonzalez needed. Obviously, the speed of Conley. Great hustle to beat out that throw at first and keep a man on base, but just what the doctor ordered. Soft ground ball for Gonzalez.
Now it's Alex Jasso, popped up to the first baseman first time around. Jasso out of Whittier had a .344 batting average, and again, when we start talking about these guys from the schools that have some sort of connection here, Whittier, New Mexico Highlands, Westcliff, a lot of these schools that are nearby or just that have relationships with this staff, you see a lot of gaudy batting averages, and Jasso the latest. Off the end of the bat, flare into right field, a long run for Goins, and he's not going to get there. Jasso stretching it 2-2.
And hey, not the 110 gap shot you'll see from a lot of doubles in this ballpark. But you know what, Steven? Tomorrow morning in the box score, it will still show up as a two-bagger.
So a double for Jasso keeps it moving for Artis. Grounded out his first time around, but a big-time spot here for Artis. 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out, and a tie ball game here in the bottom of the 4th. 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error for the Yaks. 1 run, 3 hits, and 2 errors for the Power. And that one's way up in the sky, and Velasco able to find it for the second out.
That's a toughie for the Power because, you know, a fly out, even a soft enough ground out, moves a runner into home plate and another runner over to third. But we'll see if Richards, who went deep in the second inning, way deep, can knock in a pair here with a base hit.
Caden Richards, we've seen pop out of him already, and Pima Community College saw some pop out of him there. An OPS at almost 1,000 in his 2025 season there. And he's a really talented player, always just lauded for his defense up the middle. Won a Gold Glove and was first team All-ACCAC at Pima Community College. And a lot of that was the work he did up the middle. It's 2-0 now. Home run in the second inning, the only scoring for the Power so far. Brother Cameron plays football at NAU. His brother Carson plays tennis for the Lumberjacks as well, and he fouls that off. It's 2-1.
And I've never been so thankful for the netting, Steven, because that one was headed right for us.
Just be an athlete, Jack.
I don't think I'm going to be making any crazy catches this year. Just making a fool out of myself.
Richards trying to get a 2-out rally going. 2-1 pitch. Gonzalez fires, and that's fouled off. Deuce is wild here in Palm Springs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Gonzalez, the starter for the Yaks, trying to work deep here. He's in the 4th, but he's been working in and out of jams all night. 2-2 pitch. Chopper to third. Gloved. Throw down to first. And a nice play by Velasco and Skinner to get out of the jam. We're tied going to the 5th here in Palm Springs, 1-1.
Today's game is proudly brought to you by
Into the middle innings in Palm Springs, and what's been a good one so far. 1 run apiece. The Utah Yaks coming into town, taking on the 3-time reigning CPCL champion Palm Springs Power. Welcome back in, everybody. And here in the 5th, it's the top of the lineup for the Yaks. Jake Mortensen, Corbin Gull, Bodie Goins, the first 3 up. And Welsh in his 3rd inning of work, working from ahead. It's 0-1.
Great off-speed pitch there from Welsher. Had him way out in front.
Welsher gets a line drive right up the middle. If it was a couple feet to the left, it was going to take his head off. Leadoff single for Jake Mortensen, his 2nd of the day.
That's just a great approach by Mortensen. He saw pretty much the exact same pitch, this time able to wait back on it and just shot it right back up the middle, exactly where it came. Like you said, Steven, could have been a little dangerous for anyone up the middle infield, but great piece of hit right there from Mortensen.
Corbin Gull 0 for 2 today. Watches ball one in the dirt, but a good job by Michelson back there, able to keep it close and keep a speedy runner in Mortensen at first. Welsher's going to take us through the bulk of this game. Vasquez was slated for about an inning or two as that one's ripped into right field. And going from first to third is Mortensen. A good throw just late.
An incredible throw right there by, that would be Rodriguez, Junior Rodriguez in right field. A fantastic throw, but just a little late with the outstanding speed of Mortensen, able to beat that one-hop throw to third easily.
So a dangerous spot here for Welsher. Again, he's really slated to give about 4 or 5 innings today. And after that, we can see some combination of Baltazar and Stewart. But right now, a dangerous spot. Runners on the corners. Bodie Goins, who's 2 for 2 at the plate. He's going to pick back to first. And a good job just managing the running game here.
And this is what you got to love about Casey Dillon. This is Welsher's inning. There's no one moving in that power bullpen right now. It's completely still. And he's got faith in his bullpen. He's got faith in his pitchers, and that's why they love playing for him.
Nobody out. Welsher misses the zone. It's 1-0. Goins halfway to the cycle. He's missing the triple and home runs, single and double in the first and third innings. 1-0 pitch. In the dirt, a swing and a miss. It's 1-1.
Key for Welsher right now, Buxton, is to just get ahead in one of these counts, because the reason he's been giving up these base hits to start the inning is because he's gotten behind in the first few pitches of the at-bat. Getting ahead right here, 1-2, could put him in a great situation to get a ground ball double play, and you'll trade that for a run here if you're the Power.
1-1. He's looking for a sign, fires, and that pitch missed in the dirt. It's 1-2 now. Absolutely fooled Goins there. Looks like he's gone with the breaking ball twice in a row. Does he go with the fastball? Does he keep it with the off-speed stuff here? 1-2 pitch. And he's going to fire back down to first. And, Jack, he's got a pretty good pickoff move, Welsher does.
He does, and you know, it's not rare to see a pickoff move so effective from a lefty, but his particularly is absolutely lightning fast.
1-2 pitch. Off the end of the bat, that's going to go into the park, and we'll do it again.
And I think I just heard it smash the window of your car, Steven, that foul ball.
I hope not.
Kicked all the way back.
I just fixed that window like a week ago. 1-2, Welsher set, gets the sign and fires. Goins watches it in the dirt. It's 2-2.
But that's a great 1-2 pitch right there, Steven. You want to work him inside situationally with that double play. Again, you'll trade the run for the double play. So a really nice pitch there from Welsher. We'll see if he goes back or if he expands his zone a little bit more to the outside.
Needs a strikeout here. 2-2 pitch. Just off the plate, and it's a full count.
And he does go outside there, Steven, trying to get him to roll over to the right side for a double play, but not fooled is Goins.
And Michelson gave it his best effort, but Welsher just missed. Payoff pitch here. Off the end of the bat to second, down to short, throw down to first in time to get him. Richards, Barsness, and Jasso turn 2, but a run does score.
And that's a trade, as confusing as it might sound, that you're willing to make for the Power. You have 2 guys on, first and third, and especially considering Goins really wasn't hustling down the line. I really think, Steven, he could have beat that out, but not complaining. A double play for the Power, and it gets the inning clean. A run does come across, but nobody on base now.
So 2-1. The double play scores Mortensen as that one's popped up behind the plate, and that's going to go into the crowd. 0-1. Ruben Velasco, he's reached twice, had an RBI single in the first. In the third, he reached on an error by Axtell. He's down 0-1, but again, if you're Welsher, you've got runners on the corners, no outs. You'll trade that one run to just get 2 any day of the week.
100%.
Fly ball into shallow right field, running in. Rodriguez ends the 5th. Bottom 5 coming up. It's going to be 9-1-2 for the Power. Barsness, McCade, and Michelson coming up. We'll be right back. It's 2-1 Yaks.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching.
Bottom 5 here in the desert. 2-1. Yaks on top of the power. It's going to be Barsness, McCarty, and Michelson. The first 3 due up. Welcome back, everybody. We're glad to have you on opening day. Palm Springs Power, Utah Yaks, and it's getting late and tension ramping up. Gonzalez back on the mound for his 5th inning, and Barsness squared up to bunt at first, but pulls it back and watches ball 1.
Yeah, Gonzalez has been on an excellent pace in this game. That was his 59th pitch, the first of the bottom of the 5th.
1-0 pitch inside, ball 2. And again, the lone blemish, the home run from Caden Richards in the 2nd. Aside from that, just 2 other hits, a couple other base runners, but he's been able to work in and out of a couple jams. 2-0. Catches the zone, it's 2-1. Barsness, a local guy, played his prep ball at Palm Desert, had a really solid career over there, 4-year letterman, and captain his senior year. Got the last year of legendary coach Daryl Salazar over there. Pop up above the infield, down the right side. Skinner will take the first out. Played with the PSCL last year and again had a really good season at Redlands, a .412 hitter as a true sophomore. But now it's Matthew McCate. McCate's played over 160 games at the collegiate level, not even including summer ball. Fouls that off. It's 0-1.
And that's why Casey Dill has got him at the top of this lineup. The experience that he brings to the table is unmatched by anyone in this power roster.
Yeah, and he's a guy who's coming off a really good year for Whittier. Led the Poets, was first team all-region, gets hit there, so he'll take first. But he was first team all-region or all SCIAC D3 baseball, second team all-region recognition. He was Whittier's co-male athlete of the year, and it was for good reason. A OPS approaching 1150, a 356 batting average. And we'll give you more context on that later in the game, but right now it's Owen Michelson. Michelson watches ball 1 in the dirt. He's 0 for 2 today, but he did reach on an error by the second baseman, Mortensen. He's done a really nice job behind the plate. Late on that, but fouls it off into the park. It's 1-1. 2-1 game here in Palm Springs. 1 run in the first, 1 run in the 5th for the Yaks. 1-1 pitch from Gonzalez. Curveball falls out of the sky and gets strike 2.
Quinn Stewart starting to get loose a little bit over there in the power bullpen, getting up. Fontana, California native, 6'2", 210-pounder from Cal State San Bernardino.
1-2 pitch. Off the end of the bat, a floater into shallow right center field. Ranging in is Goins, who makes a sliding catch there. And we've got 2 outs in the 5th.
No telling if Stewart will go in the top of the 6th. He's just now getting up, but doesn't look to be going through a full bullpen session, so we'll see if it will be Welsher. I would assume it would be Welsher to start the 6th.
Yeah, Welsher's slated for about 65 to 75 pitches, something in that range, as Junior Rodriguez gets his third trip to the plate, and a ground ball to second. A jumping play by Mortensen, able to get him out at first and end the 5th here. Going to the 6th, it's 2-1. Power trailing the Yaks.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are two teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10.
Top of the 6th in Palm Springs, 2-1. Utah Yaks on top of the Power. And middle lineup coming up. Emmett Desmond leads it off against Welsher going out for another inning. And Jackie's been working pretty quickly here. And the first pitch is ripped down the line. And Axtell has had really an eventful day today.
Very adventurous as that one kind of kicks off the glove. That one will not be scored as an error. It's very clearly a base hit, but that would have been a really tough play. The last two were right at him in terms of lineouts to third base, but that one almost practically in the dirt would have been a very difficult play for Axtell.
Kyler Skinner coming up. He's 0 for 2 today. The first hit of the day for Desmond there. But yeah, it's one of those balls as they're going to check down to first. One of those balls that it's hit hard enough that it's got to be such a specific circumstance for that to be an error. And really for Axtell, that's just a base hit off the bat of Desmond that Axtell got the worst end of. Ball one outside to Skinner.
Yeah, and that wouldn't be a fair assessment to grade that an error for Adam Axtell. I mean, that's a really tough play, like you said, Steven. So obviously going to be one that he looks at tomorrow morning, but I don't think he'll be too upset with himself. That one just kicked right off the dirt off his glove.
Fourth inning out of the pen for Welsher, but again, he's been working quick. He's been fairly efficient, and really outside of the last inning where he had runners on first and third with nobody out, he's done a really nice job for this Power team, and really he's done all that Casey could ask of him. He's providing him length out of the pen. And before we see a 2-1 pitch, he's going to check down to first again.
Absolutely. This is fourth inning of work, and he's only got 45 pitches so far, although he's got about 10 pickoff throws to first base, but he's been really efficient so far in this ballgame, only giving up one run.
2-1. In the dirt, smothered by Michelson, and kept it close enough that Desmond couldn't even think of going to second. It's 3-1. Not a ton of 3-ball counts from Power pitching today. And really, Kyler Skinner's one of the only guys on this roster who's seen even multiple 2-ball counts today. Called strike there, fills it up. It's 3-2.
That's a big strike, but the thing is here is this is where it can get dangerous. Skinner a righty against the lefty Welsher. Welsher's got to come in, and Skinner knows it with a man on base.
Payoff pitch from Welsher. Ground ball that eats up Barsness at short. He's going to throw down to second. And they get the lead runner, but nothing else. So a fielder's choice gets the first out and puts Skinner on first.
And, that looked like it was close to being an error, and it very easily could have cost the Power 2 outs, but a really, really nice recovery there by Barsness to get the lead runner, the most important part of that play right there.
1 out, runner on first. Welsher deals and a pop fly just past the infield. Shallow center field. Artist coming in, and we've got 2 outs. But Jack, that's something we'll see as DeCastro goes down. Bachman's coming up. The Power, not exactly a lights-out defensive game today, but when they've had plays that, like that one by Barsness right there, might have muffed the pick, might have muffed it on transition, but able to stay collected and at least get an out there.
Yeah, and that's been the story of the day for them as that pitch is way high. The damage control by the pitchers and by the defense. Getting that lead runner stops a huge deal of momentum. There's a big difference between one out, one guy on first, and two guys on, nobody out. So regardless of the result, a big play.
1-0 pitch, way out of the zone, slipped out of the hand of Welsher. And it's 2-0 to Bachman. 0 for 2 today. Alex Gutierrez on deck.
And Stewart has now sat down in the Power bullpen. So once again, Welsher's inning.
3-0 pitch, or 2-0 pitch outside. It's 3-0. And, in all likelihood, we'll probably see Stewart in the 7th inning. Maybe they go to him for the 6th. 3-0 pitch. And that's ball 4.
And I think even Bachman was surprised by that. He looked like he didn't want to leave the box, Steven. That one looked like it caught the outside corner, but a good pitch, but it might have just been a little bit off the outside. Bachman a little hesitant to go. Maybe he wanted to take a rip at the next pitch, 3-1.
So 2 on for Gutierrez. He reached on an error his first time up, but 0 for 2 today. Down 0-1 on the called strike. Oh, 1 crowd still filing in. It's a really good crowd tonight, waiting for fireworks after the game. And Gutierrez off the end of the bat above the infield, coming in from short. Barsness retires the side. 2-1, bottom 6 coming up. We've got a good one, folks. Stay tuned. Middle of the Power lineup, 2 up, down 1 against the Yaks.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are two teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smoothies, home to the world's best.
2-1, bottom 6 here in Palm Springs. Jack Glennon to my right, I'm Stephen Buxton. Thanks for joining us on the Power YouTube channel. And Adam Axtell leading off here, watches ball 1 outside against Dominic Gonzalez, who so far has just put on a clinic. The 1 home run from Caden Richards in the second, the lone scoring for the Power. Aside from that, it has been masterful from him.
And Stephen, you mentioned the fireworks off the field after the game, but there's been some fireworks on the field in this game. You mentioned the home run.
Ground ball gets through. That's into center field for a hit. Leadoff single for Adam Axtell, his second time reaching.
And a lot of fireworks on the mound is where I was going. from Dominic Gonzalez has been fantastic through 5 innings. Now 4 hits given up, 1 earned run, has not yielded a walk, but has hit 2 batters.
Yeah, this is something that, as Amari Conley comes up, something that the new guy in town, Zach Phillips, is not loving to see, but he's got to appreciate it as a former pro, as the pitching coach, and he's got to love what he's seen on both sides, frankly, from Walsher coming out of the pen and from what Gonzalez has provided. 0-1 count to Conley. 1-1 now.
Now, Welsher's been just as good. I mean, he's only given up 4 hits in 4 innings, 1 earned run. He's gotten out of a lot of jams that were caused by errors. So he's done a really nice job out of the pen. I'm sure Casey Dill is loving what he's seeing from his bullpen.
1-1 outside. Ball 2 for Conley. He's reached once on a fielder's choice in the 4th. But for Zach Phillips, he's a guy who brings a different type of pedigree to this program. Spent over a decade in the professional circuit, was drafted by the Rangers. He played in Japan. He played in Mexico most recently, and he's a guy who's a pro's pro, and he's a guy that Casey's excited to have around this program. High chopper above the mound, and there's going to be no play anywhere. An all-time effort from Gonzalez getting off the mound, almost diving for that, but Velasco coming in from third has to eat the throw, and an infield single from Amari Conley.
Yeah, he also spent stints with the Baltimore Orioles, the Miami Marlins, and he's done obviously a really good job getting these guys prepared for tonight. The pitching staff has looked fantastic.
And there's going to be a meeting on the mound right now, but it's something that you've got to be excited to see around this program. Like, I had 21 years of professional experience, again, a decade in the independent circuit and with the Mexican League, and he's been all over the place. But right now, we'll take a quick break and get a quick word from one of our sponsors.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
After that meeting on the mound, we've got Alex Jasso at the plate. 2 on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. 2-1 ball game. Power 1 run, 5 hits, 2 errors. And a run in the 1st, a run in the 6th, or a run in the 5th for the Utah Yaks. First pitch from Gonzalez off the hands, and that was coming right at us, but thankfully Arnett stopped it. 0-1 for Jasso. He ripped a double in the 4th, but he's 1 for 2 on the day.
Yeah, for the first time we've got movement in that Utah Yaks bullpen. Darren Herrera from Montreal University, the lefty, is getting loose, stretching and tossing in that first base line bullpen.
0-1 pitch. Gonzalez fires. That one's corked into left field, and that's going to roll. Getting the stop sign at third from Dill is Adam Axtell, and base is juiced for John Artis.
And this is exactly how Casey Dill wants to win baseball games. I talked about it a little bit earlier, but the small ball effect. 3 singles to start off this inning. It doesn't get much smaller than that, and that is how you win games in this ballpark. We talked about the dimensions of this park. Not everyone's going to be Mark McGwire out here. It's a little bit difficult to hit home runs, especially with that wind blowing in from left. The 3 singles really huge for a rally to start off this inning in the bottom of the 6th.
John Artis, a .306 hitter this last season, takes ball 1 inside. 0 for 2 today, but a chance to really do some damage here. Bases loaded, nobody out. First true jam that Gonzalez has faced. Hard ground ball that's into the power dugout. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and Gonzalez's pitch count starting to creep up there. This is going to be pitch number 82 here. Still nobody out in the 6th inning. He's reaching a little bit beyond where you want to be after 5.
Axtell at third, Conley at second, Jasso at first. 3 singles to start the inning. Ball 2 outside, it's 2-1.
And Gonzalez has got to come in now, 2-1 with the bases loaded, nobody out. And the good thing is for the Power is Artis knows it. He knows that Gonzalez has got to come in here. So we'll see if he jumps on this pitch or not.
2-1 pitch. Ground ball to short. Down to second. They're going to try and turn two, and that ball gets away. 1 run scores. Conley's coming in, and it's 3-2 Power.
Huge. Artis looked like he was going to beat the throw out either way, Steven. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he now moves over to second base on the throwing error by Mortensen, who's had a nice day at the plate, but maybe not so much in the field. That's a very, very costly error.
So the 4th inning of the game, second from the Utah Yaks, burns them here. 2 score. They do get the 1 out from Alex Jasso, but they can't even get a double play to get out of it, as that ball went out of play, scored 2, and put Artis on second. Now it's Caden Richards, who has already proven he can do some damage here. It's not often you see a righty go oppo in this park. Again, 350 to the corners, 400 to dead center, and with how the wind can play out here, it's not a friendly place for home runs. We've got a meeting from our umpires. Not exactly sure what they're discussing right now, but while they talk about that, I mean, we'll run you through this game right now. A run in the first inning, the leadoff man, Jake Mortensen, scored after an RBI double from Ruben Velasco in the first. Power struck back in the second, the home run from Caden Richards, and then it was the 5th inning for the Yaks. They broke the tie, a single from Mortensen. He scored both of their runs today. And then here in the 6th, Power take their first lead of the game. It's 3-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Sandstorm playing over the speakers right now. Crowd starting to get into it. And Caden Richards with a runner on second and 1 out, trying to knock Gonzalez out of this game. First pitch, a called strike. It's 0-1.
Yeah, I'm getting the crowd involved is such a huge part of this game. Casey Dill talked to me preseason and said, this is the community's team. This is the Desert's team.
0-1 pitch. Soft ground ball, fielded at short. He'll throw down to first, and trying to take third is Artis. They throw the ball away. He's going to score. It's 4-2.
Wow. And that throw skips all the way over the left field fence and into the eating area.
A team that has been so good tonight. A pitcher on the mound, Gonzalez, who has been so rock solid. The Yaks, at the worst time possible, a defensive disaster. An RBI ground out from Caden Richards, scored Artis from second. Some aggressive base running there. And now it's Tyler Barsness. So we've got 2 outs and ball 1 in the dirt. And this game is flipped upside down.
That's the second play in a row, Steven, that has brought a run across on an error for Dominic Gonzalez. You got to feel for the guy. I mean, that's tough as a pitcher, especially when you're so close to qualifying for a win, getting out of the 6th inning. I can't imagine he was going to stretch it to the 7th either way. But that's a tough pill to swallow. And now he's in a 2-0 count.
2-0 pitch to Barsness. He's 0 for 2 today, but this is about as deep as you'll see a starter go against the Palm Springs Power. Again, historically, a borderline dynastic team in the ranks of collegiate summer ball, one of the strongest programs in the country. And they have been a bully to many.
Ooh.
And that one runs inside and hits Barsness. He'll reach for the first time. Unless, did that get a piece of his bat?
It did. It looks like
that must have got like
the nub.
Either the knob or the handle, but that thing looked like it was coming in to hit him, but no hesitation from anyone, so it's a 3-1 count now.
And that was so far inside, Barsness did not even make an attempt at a swing.
3-1, and that's inside for ball 4. So he gets on either way, a free pass for Barsness. And For the first time today, he'll turn it over for the top of the lineup.
And the first walk for either team, 6 innings into this game.
You'll see that a lot for the Power, but again, a rare pitching performance for Dominic Gonzalez and just opponents coming into this building. You do not often see a pitcher go this deep without a walk and really performing this well, but this is probably going to be at the dugout lining up to congratulate Gonzalez for his hard work, and he's going to leave down 2. Getting a round of applause from his teammates, but it looks like he's trying to plead his case, but no, he'll take his fist bump, walk off the mound, and we'll be right back and greet you with a new pitcher in just a couple moments.
It's a family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
The Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful thing. No homeowners association is too small or too large for us to manage. From community maintenance services to customized absentee home care, the Management Trust provides just about every service any homeowner could ask for. Hi, I'm Damien with the Management Trust. We're a community management built differently for your homeowners association. To find out how, give me a call.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho.
All eyes turn to Darren Herrera, the first guy out of the pen for the Utah Yaks. 5 2/3 for Dominic Gonzalez. He's got 4 runs on his book and responsible for the runner on right now, Tyler Barsness. Darren Herrera coming in out of Lakeland, Florida, out of Montreat College. Didn't get any playing time the last 2 seasons, and really the rare homeschooled guy, or at least according to his Montreat profile, homeschooled. He's a big left-hander, and looks like he's got some pretty good stuff. First pitch to McCarty. Clips the zone for strike 1.
Got a little bit of swag to him. You see his trot back to the mound after making that catch. He's got a little bit of aura, I think is the word people use now.
Well, whether it's aura, whether it's swagger, whether it's confidence, he gets a ball in the dirt there, and that's pretty much the only thing he couldn't have that moves Barsness over. But right now, all he wants is an out. Matthew McCarty, he reached last time getting hit. 0 for 2 today, but he's a guy who is absolutely dangerous, and he's got a nose for driving in runs. Didn't play in 2024, but 22 and 23 at Dominguez Hills, 25 and 6 at Whittier. Has been one of the most prolific hitters in Division II baseball since. He's got a 1-2 pitch. He's got a runner on second. And a chance to break this thing open here in the 6th on opening day for year 22 of Power Baseball. Herrera set, fires. McCarty watches ball 2.
Good pitch, and Herrera likes that fastball, and he's come inside on McCarty a number of times already. You saw the one go all the way kick off the backstop, but he likes that fastball a lot, and it's not low velocity either, about high 80s.
Yeah, looks like he's a guy who could be sitting in the high 80s, low 90s. Herrera fires another heater, but that one misses, and he's gone full to the first batter he's faced. Barsness on second, McCarty at the plate, Michelson on deck. A 4-2 ball game in the bottom of the sixth. A 3-run explosion from the power on some Yaks miscues. Flare off the end of the bat keeps McCarty alive.
And if not for the netting, that one was headed for your car. Just like the last three.
I'm staring at it right now. It looks pretty safe. Another 3-2. Herrera gets the sign, looks back. Here's the pitch. McCarty fouls it off his chest, it looked like.
That cannot feel good. That cannot feel good. He slapped it right off of himself. I mean, I hope for his sake it was off of his stomach, but you're right. It looked to be right on the sternum.
Yeah, he did not miss that, and that ball did not miss him. It wasn't exactly a glancing blow, but another payoff pitch here. Herrera getting the sign. Barsness at second. McCarty at the plate. Herrera going through his signs, and he's going to step off. McCarty's not a guy who strikes out a lot. Even as a freshman, just a 13.4 K percentage at Cal State Dominguez Hills. In his senior year at Whittier, hardly struck out at all. Just 10 strikeouts and 132 at-bats, and gets ball 4 there to keep the inning moving.
And that's how Casey Dill wants to win games. Now back-to-back walks by the Power to set up another 2-out rally. This is how you win games in this ballpark, and it's not easy.
And again, it doesn't matter how you produce. It doesn't matter how you get on. Casey Dill just wants to know that you can approach the game with a mature mindset. You can be coachable. You can work with him. And again, we've talked about how he likes a lot of the older guys. Let's not beat around the bush. I mean, some of it too. Frankly, they are probably easier to work with because they've been around a lot of systems. Runners going there. That ball gets away from the backstop, Desmond. He can't find it, but it's close enough that they're not going to send Barsness. So runners on second and third for Michelson. Still 2 outs. First wild pitch of the game from the Yaks. Junie Rodriguez on deck. Michelson still hitless today, but reaching in the first. 1-0 pitch. Michelson flares that right off the pole. And look out, that almost took out a fan behind home plate.
This has turned into a really long inning for the Power. Just a plethora, an offensive barrage.
1-1 pitch in the dirt, but Desmond smothers it and had a better idea of where it was there. It's 2-1.
And I think with Herrera, it's pretty obvious at this point, just 12 pitches into his outing even, that he's trading off that velocity for the control. He's had a really hard time finding the zone so far against the top of this Power order.
Herrera needs to find it here. He's got 2 in scoring position, a hitter's count, and Michelson just sitting pretty. Now it's 3-1.
And Gonzalez's night can get even worse if that runner from third comes across. Remember, he is responsible for Barsness.
Barsness, the last runner on Gonzalez's ledger, but now the bases are loaded for the 3-hitter, Junie Rodriguez.
And back-to-back-to-back walks with 2 outs and the bases empty is not what Jackson Carlisle, the manager of the Utah Yaks, was thinking when he brought in Darren Herrera. 2 of those walks have been on him. Tough outing so far.
Desmond's going to go talk to his big lefty out there And I like this meeting, just give him a second to, at bare minimum, breathe. He's been out there not too long, but it's been about 14 pitches. He's been around the zone, but a tough spot here. Bases loaded, the 9th hitter of the inning in the heart of the power lineup. Junie Rodriguez, Adam Axtell, who led off the inning, on deck. Rodriguez singled in the first. He's 1 for 3 today. The big lefty can really break things open here. He's ahead 1-0.
Yeah, and Buxton, when you have a jam like this, as a pitcher, every single pitch becomes more and more suffocating because now you miss the zone again, you're down 1-0, and you're feeling like, I just got to throw a strike, but you don't want to throw something right down the middle with the bases loaded.
1-0 pitch. Outside, 2-0. Power trying to pile on here. Again, we talked about the experience that Rodriguez has. He's a junior out of Cal State San Bernardino, and he's a guy who's got a nose for RBIs, 44 of them this past season for the Coyotes. That ball's in the dirt. That's going to get to the backstop, and Barsness scores. 5-2 now, 4 runs in this 6th inning for the Power. That'll close the line for Gonzalez. And right now, 2 runners in scoring position and a world of hurt being put on the Yaks right now in the 6th. It's a 3-0 count for Rodriguez, and right now Herrera's just trying to find the zone.
You have the open base at first to use too now.
3-0 pitch. And Rodriguez was practically walking down to first there, but gets the strike inside.
What an incredible night for baseball. That breeze coming in. We got the press box open. It's absolutely magnificent.
3-1 pitch. Outside, not even close. And it's the 4th straight walk for the Power.
And that may or may not be an invitation to come and join us for a game out here at Palm Springs Stadium. Tickets are general admission for adults, just $10, for children, just $5, and for seniors, $8. So make sure you come out this summer, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays for a Palm Springs Power baseball game, the Deserts baseball team.
Jack, you've been here like 20 minutes and you're already a seasoned marketing pro. Adam Axtell watches a first pitch strike, and whether you count it as 9 batters or you got to go over to the 10th, Power batting around in the 6th. Axtell, the leadoff man here with 2 outs and bases loaded again.
I thought I signed up for broadcasting, not marketing.
You do a little bit of everything out here. Runner going from third, and they're going to get him. An all-out sprint from Matthew McCate. He had a great jump, but the pitch, some awareness from Desmond, able to gun him down at home. And the Power getting a little too ambitious, but 4 score in the 6th. Going to the 7th, it's 5-2, Power on top of the Yaks.
The Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful thing. No homeowners association is too small or too large for us to manage. From community maintenance services to customized absentee home care, the Management Trust provides just about every service any homeowner could ask for.
Hi, I'm Damien with the Management Trust. We're a community management built differently for your homeowners association. To find out how, give me a call.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Seventh inning here in Palm Springs, and what a whirlwind of a sixth it was. 10 come to the plate, 4 score. It's 5-2 here in the seventh, and already ahead 0-2 on Jake Mortensen, who's going to lead off this frame. Mortensen 2 for 3 on the day. He scored twice, the only runs of the day for the Utah Yaks. And again, everybody, thanks for joining us here on opening day. It's a 1-2 count now for Jake Mortensen. Jack Glennon to my right. I'm Stephen Buxton, and it's been an absolute blast so far.
Yeah, Quinn Stewart enters the game as that one's fouled off for the Power. Big 6'2" right-hander from Cal State University, San Bernardino. A Fontana, California native, so he is a SoCal guy through and through. And he comes in with a hold opportunity here in the top of the seventh, just before the seventh inning stretch.
Stewart gets a ground ball down the right side. Richards moving over, and that goes by him into right field.
And that, Stephen Buxton, is one of the nastiest hops you're going to see all season. That really just kicked off. It looked like there was a pitcher's mound on second base, the way that kind of jumped, and that will be scored as a hit, obviously.
It's very rare that you get a hop like that out here. Our operations team does a fantastic job with this field, but that one must have hit like a rock or something, but goes into right field, a leadoff single for Mortensen. He's had a nice hit night. That's his third hit. And now it's Corbin Gull.
The operations guy out here, Izzy Garcia, did a great job with the field today. Looked pristine.
1-0 to Corbin Gull. Bodie Goins on deck. Ruben Velasco in the hole. And going on that pitch, a good choice there for Mortensen. He gets the steal as that one was well outside, and Michelson had no chance.
Got a great jump, followed by a no throw for Michelson. Like you said, he really didn't have a shot there, especially with the pitch being outside. The transition to the offhand a little difficult.
2-0 pitch, a swing and a miss there. It's 2-1. Gull's 1 for 3 today, singled in the fifth, but was cut down on a double play from by Bodie Goins. That scored the second run of the game and scored Mortensen. 2-1 pitch, grounder. That's going to get by the glove of Barsness into left field. And the run will score Mortensen for his third time today. It's 5-3.
Another great base hit there, and that is the definition of small ball, Steven. I mean, you got a guy at first on a leadoff single, steals a base, and then you have an infield single that kicks off the glove of Barsness into left field for an RBI single. That's playing the game the right way. Great way to manufacture a run there for the Yaks.
Yeah, the Yaks have only really had one ball hit hard, or one hard hit today. They've had a couple hot shots down to third, but one hit today that's actually been hard off the bat. That was Ruben Velasco's double in the first. Aside from that, they've just been squeaking it through, and that one a great attempt by Barsness, but not able to get it, just off the end of his glove, and a single for Gull. And that top two of the Yaks lineup is doing all the work today. 5 for 7 so far. Ground ball back at Barsness, down to second. They're going to try and turn two, but a hard slide. Looks like that broke up the double play there, and a little bit of dismay in the crowd for that one.
Well, rules have been implemented on that now, but Steven, I remember when we were coming up, there was nothing stopping a runner from just taking out the guy at second base. I mean, you used to see some pretty crazy slides up the middle.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if the slide broke it up as much as he just looked like he struggled on the transfer too, but, you know, seeing Gull screaming in there at second can't exactly be a good feeling for you as a second baseman trying to turn a double play, but 1-0 pitch goes by Velasco, and that's going to move the runner up 90 feet. Goins to second, and it's a 2-0 count with one out here in the seventh.
I mean, you think back to it, Buxton, there used to be a lot of big fights that would break out on the field over said slides, as Jackson Carlisle is out for the Yaks, having a conversation with the umpire. What about? I have no idea what he possibly could be taking issue with. Now he comes across home plate.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what the discussion is. Both of the Yaks coaches talking right now. Carlisle didn't exactly seem pleased with that last play. Again, I'm not sure what's going on, but as of now, I mean, again, you can't be more pleased with what we've had so far today. It's 5-3 so far, 4 runs in the 6th. The story for the Power, a defensive miscue after defensive miscue for the Yaks, who through 5 2/3 were so good. But the brakes fell off for Dominic Gonzalez in the 6th, and 4 score, 10 batters reached the plate. And it flipped this game upside down. Yaks are still in it, though. It's a 2-run game here.
Man in scoring position.
A man in scoring position, just 1 out. All the pressure on Quinn Stewart right now to get out of this.
Yeah, and I don't blame Dominic Gonzalez, though you did say the wheels came off the bus a little bit, and I do agree with you, but I don't blame him as much for that as I do Jackson Carlisle. Anytime you're asking a guy to throw 90 pitches on opening day, it's a bit of a tall task. And I thought he did pretty well for the hand that he was dealt.
Yeah, Dominic Gonzalez, no matter how you slice it, a fantastic effort from him at bare minimum. 5 2/3 innings. He's on the hook for the loss right now. But on the mound, Quinn Stewart, he's in a big spot here. Tying run at the plate. Ground ball to second. They're going to check down to third, but get the out at first. Mortensen or Richards just trying to see what he could get, but taking the smart play down to first to retire Velasco.
Now going to play number 20, Emmett Desmond.
2 outs, runner at third. Emmett Desmond coming up for his 4th time. 1 for 3 today, had a single in the 6th. Off the end of the bat, down the third base line. Gloved over there. It's going to be a tough play, and nothing's going to come back on that. Looks like the throw got cut off by Stewart at the on the mound, and
I think they ruled it a foul ball. I think he had stepped out as the ball was going out.
Yeah, that ball never
fair.
Bounced in play. It was really close, but what I was confused on is just the fact that neither umpire, I didn't see either one signal it foul.
Right.
So everyone doing what they can, just playing it hard all the way around, but it looked like at the last second Axtell just finally realizes that's foul. That one's not. A single into left field, that's going to score Goins. And it's a 5-4 ball game here, an RBI single for Desmond.
Desmond's had a nice game. 2 for 4, a pair of singles, pair of RBIs.
So Desmond takes the trot to first. Skinner at the plate. He reached once, but he's 0 for 3. Quinn Stewart, 6'2", 200 pounds, out of San Bernardino, Fontana, California native. Played at Summit High School. Here in his first inning of work. Gets ball 1 in the dirt. Spent a couple years at Hawaii Hilo. Only had 1 appearance for San Bernardino in 2025. Runner going, throw down to second is just late. Michelson's got a hose behind the plate, but it was a great jump by Desmond.
Second stolen base of the inning. Michelson a lot better on the transition there. Obviously made a really competitive throw. But Desmond, like you said earlier, doesn't run like a catcher, Steven.
He can run really well, showing off the wheels. That ball just gets the zone. It's 2-1. But this past season at San Bernardino, 15 appearances, all of them out of the pen. An unsightly ERA, but it's not exactly telling the whole story. 2-1 outside. It's 3-1.
And here's the interesting thing about this ball game, Stephen. 4 runs on 10 hits for the Yaks, 5 runs on 6 hits for the Power, but it's the errors that have killed Utah in this game.
2-1 in the zone. Or apologies, 3-1 in the zone to load it up. So a payoff pitch here for Stewart. Runner on second is Desmond. Stewart fires, gets a ground ball down to second. Richards makes the play at first to end the threat. 2-run score. It's a 1-run game going to the bottom of the 7th. We'll stretch in Palm Springs.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
The Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful thing. No homeowners association is too small or too large for us to manage, from community maintenance services to customized absentee home.
We've stretched, bottom of the 7th coming up, and this one is an absolute thriller so far. Adam Axtell leading off, Amari Conley, Alex Jasso, the first 3 due up, John Artis if one of them reaches. And welcome back to opening day, which has been a blast so far. 5-4 in this back and forth contest between the Utah Yaks and Palm Springs Power. Power have got their runs in bunches, 1 in the 2nd, but 4 in the 6th. In what was a disaster of an inning for the Yaks. 10 batters came to the plate, and Axtell finished off the last inning in an 0-1 count, but the runner on third was trying to steal home and got gunned down, so Axtell back up and down 0-1. Second pitch in the zone, it's 0-2.
Now pitching for the Yaks is Jamin Fitak, 6'4", 180 from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Fitak, one of a slew of lefties coming out of that Yaks bullpen, and he gets strike 3 like a house by the side of the road. Adam Axtell goes down looking. His first time down on strikes today. But this Yaks bullpen, it's deep. It's got a lot of talent. I mean, we saw Herrera, he's got all the juice you could ever want out of a guy, just couldn't find the zone, and right now, so far, so good for Fitak. And looks like we've got a pinch hitter here for the Power. It's number 32. We'll get you that number as soon as possible. But right now, it is a pinch hitter for the Power. A lot of these guys just coming into town today, just getting new numbers. Things have been moved around. A quick turnaround in summer ball. And it's 0-1. Amari Conley's line is done. 1 for 3 on the day. Reached twice, though, on our fielder's choice, and he scored on a single last inning.
Casey Deal going for that lefty-righty matchup. Smart move here in the later innings. That's what you optimize your lineup for.
Swing and a miss there. It's 1-2. One and two pitch. Chopper down the left side. It's going to be a long play. And a great dig down there by Skinner to apply the tag on a ball that was about 5 feet up the line and could have been an error.
Yeah, incredible play there. Reaching out is Skinner to apply the tag well in front of first base. And the errant throw by Velasco.
Moves the line for Alex Jasso. 2 for 3 today, a single and a double. He's got 2 outs, nobody on, and he's ahead 1-0.
And scratch that. It's now Bodie Goins playing first base for the Yaks.
2-0 count for Jasso. Goins in for Skinner at first base. Moving in from right field. We'll get you caught up with all the defensive substitutions as soon as we can. 2-0 pitch. Gets the top of the zone. It's 2-1. Jasso and Artis on deck. Jasso's had a nice night himself. Again, 2 for 3, a nice power debut. What are your guys all over the footprint of this game so far? For those of you just tuning in, 5-4 is the score. Power 5 runs on 6 hits and 2 errors. 4 runs, 10 hits, 3 errors for the Yaks. 3-0 pitch. Off the hands, foul, 3-1.
And with 2 outs, obviously Jasso's going to have the green light, especially lefty-righty matchup. Casey Dill loves to put that confidence in his hitters, and it's worked so well for him in the past. Obviously, he's been doing something right. 3 straight championships for the power manager.
Sorry, 3-2 now, actually. Home plate umpire just signal up. And that's strike 3. So 1-2-3 inning for the Yaks. A nice bounce back. Power go down in order on bookend Ks. And we're through 7 in Palm Springs. This game absolutely flying by. 8th inning coming up. Bottom of the Yaks lineup due up. We'll be right back.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Apologies for the technical difficulties, everyone. Here in the 8th inning, Andrew Baltazar on the mound out of New Mexico Highlands. We've got one on, one out. A single by DJ Bachman. Now it's Alex Gutierrez. Number off the handle. That's going to go foul. Gutierrez 0 for 3 today. Did reach on an error in the 2nd inning, though. He's got a 1-1 count, 1 out, and a runner on first in DJ Bachman. Baltazar coming in out of New Mexico Highlands. He spent last summer with the Palm Springs Power. 189 ERA, 19 innings pitched, 9 games. He did have 1 start, but primarily coming out of the bullpen. He's a guy Casey Dill really trusts. Graduate student out of New Mexico Highlands. That ball, a floater that's going to get down into left or right center field. Rodriguez will toss it in. Going first to third is Bachman. He was running on the pitch. And we've got runners on the corners with 1 out. 5-4 the score here in Palm Springs.
And this is where it gets dangerous for Baltazar, and this is where Casey Dill's trust in his bullpen is so crucial, as there's a little bit of movement going on down there now. And that is warming up for the Power. It's going to be Alexander Oliver, as the first pitch is a strike. But Casey Dill has such trust in Baltazar and the rest of this bullpen. But this is where it starts to get a little hairy for the veteran reliever.
Yeah, Baltazar, he's a guy who is always available. He's a guy who could pitch for bulk. But right now he just needs strikes, and frankly, he wants a ground ball here.
Double play gets him out of the inning. Infield sensibly at double play depth.
He's got Gutierrez on first. He's got Mortensen at the plate, down 0-2.
Ooh.
Fastball just below the zone. He wanted the call there. Michelson did his best, but home plate umpire not fooled here. Mortensen's been the catalyst for this Yaks offense. He's scored 3 of their 4 runs, and the top 2 in this lineup has done the bulk of the work. High chopper down to third. They're only going to have a play at first, but they can't even get that. This game is tied now.
That's huge. I mean, that's the 4th single of the day for Mortensen. He's now 4 for 5. He's got 4 of their 13 hits. That will not be an error. That is a hit, and he just legged it out. It's as simple as that. There was no play at the plate. Bachman was going the whole time, and with good speed as for the left fielder. He was going the whole time, and Mortensen was just able to beat it out. It's a very slow roller to third.
5-5, 2 runners on. And now there's a pinch hitter for the Yaks. It's number 19, Stockton Folks.
Surprised to see Gold come out of this game. 2 base hits.
Folks takes ball 1. Yeah, Gold's final line, 2 hits, 2 for 4. Had an RBI in the 7th. But right now, time to dig deep for Andrew Baltazar. 1 run in the 1st, 1 run in the 5th, 2 in the 7th, and 1 in the 8th. All the scoring for the Yaks. It's 5-5. And the Power have got the bottom of their lineup due up in the bottom of the 8th.
Great off-speed pitch right there from Baltazar. Got a little bit of drop on that change-up-looking pitch. Get back in the strike zone. Get a guy off his feet. Looking for the ground ball here.
Baltazar's going to need some help here. Gets a strike there. It's 1-2.
20 pitches into this inning for Baltazar. It hasn't been an easy road. He's given up 3 hits, a run. Only 1 out.
Stockton Foles at the plate. Watches strike 3, and what a big pitch for Andrew Baltazar.
And that's a beautiful pitch to get the pinch hitter. I mean, you got that. you got the favorable righty-righty matchup, which is why I was so confused as to why goal was pulled from the game. But just a beautiful breaking ball off the outside and ringing him up for strike 3.
And believe it or not, just the second strikeout of the day by the Yaks. And if you want to compete with this power lineup, that's how to do it. Put the ball in play, make pitchers work. And right now, Bodie Goins trying to get a 2-out rally going here for the Yaks. Runners on first and second. Mortensen on first, Gutierrez on second. And we've got 2 outs. Baltazar 0-1 pitch in the dirt. It's 1-1.
Baltazar's got a little bit better control of the game now, and there's a little bit less pressure, Steven, now that he doesn't absolutely have to get that double play. The strikeout was so huge, now you can go anywhere with 2 outs and an open base.
1-1. Goins 2 for 4, but he's reached 3 times. We're in the thick of the Yaks lineup. The top 3 have done the bulk of their work today. A couple guys down to the lineup have had nice days as well, but it's been Mortensen, Goal, and Goins so far today leading the charge. 2-1 pitch, fouled off. He's late on the fastball.
For Baltazar, you're looking to get out of the inning, just limiting the damage at this point. Now you got 2 guys still on base, a 2-2 count here with 2 outs.
2-2 count. Baltazar trying to dig deep. And gets a ground ball there just off our media well down the first base line. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Biggest spot of the game here. Baltazar had 1 save last season with the power. 2-2 record. Right now just looking for the hold. Hard ground ball to second. They're going to try to get the out there and do. Barsness and Richards, by the skin of their teeth, get out of the inning.
That was a very, very close play, and the power with a really nice turn there to get.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3.
It's unfamiliar territory for Casey Dill and the Power. A high-stakes game in the month of May. 5-5 in the late innings. They've got Artis, Richards, and Barsness due up. It is rarefied air around these parts to have the Power on the ropes or For the Power to even be trailing on an opening day, they've almost done nothing but bludgeon teams to start off the year in really the last decade or so. But right now, we've got an absolute burner going on. 5-5 in the 8th. Artis down 0-1. But Casey Dill's got an entire bench at his disposal right now.
Well, being in close games, close situations in life, as my mother always said, it builds character. And regardless of the outcome of this game, it's been hard fought. And this is certainly a character builder for the Power, even if they are able to eke it out. Avoidable mistakes have cost them runs, but they've also had a couple of great plays at third.
0-2 pitch. Artis watches it upstairs. And Artis 0 for 3 today. He reached on an error in the 6th and scored. But again, this is a game that calluses teams. It's a game that teams just learn how to win. And Casey and really this whole organization has done that time in and time out. Artis down the line. That's fair. Rolling to the wall. Bobbling around in the bullpen. A stand-up double for Artis.
And that's huge. You get the leadoff guy in scoring position. That is absolutely necessary right there for the Power to get off to this 8th inning on a hot start after you've given up 3 unanswered runs. Now you just got to get him in, get him over. You only need 1 run to take the lead going into the final frame, Stephen.
And the wind's dying down a little bit tonight, and that could mean great things for Caden Richards. Hit a bomb in his first at-bat with the Power. He's got 2 RBI today. And he's got the winning run in scoring position. Richards watches ball 1 outside. It's 1-0.
Richards 2 RBI in this game for the Power. 1 on a fielder's choice, one on a ground out, the other on a home run.
55 RBI 2 seasons ago with Pima Community College. He was an absolute workhorse behind the play, or up the middle for that team, and a piece that UNLV's got to be really excited to have. But right now, Palm Springs gets to watch him. 2-0 count. Barsness on deck, and in the hole is Makate, and a big hack there on a pitch that didn't look like it was in the zone.
Yeah, Richards has already got 1 home run. Why not go for another? He certainly wasn't going to get shorted on that pitch. Really went for it there at the wind dying down.
2-1 count. Richards off the end of the bat and pokes it foul.
Wind's still blowing though, Stephen, just a little bit. It has died down, but blowing a little bit left to right. That gorgeous, as always, red, white, and blue American flag in center field, indicating the wind.
Second inning of work for Fitak. Came in and did a solid job in the 8th. Worked in and out of a jam. Third pitcher of the day for the Yaks. But he's got a full count against Caden Richards.
Yeah, that's some really nasty stuff. 2 strikeouts in that 7th inning. We'll see how he does in this full count against Richards, who's once again already gone deep.
Payoff pitch, Fitak. Can't retire Richards. A foul tip there keeps him alive. Dill's already used 1 piece off his bench. Noah Areola took over for Amari Conley last inning. Apologies for not having that number on hand. We'll tell you more about him if he comes up later in this game. But a payoff pitch for Richards. Fitak set. Richards on the ground, down to third base. They'll hold the runner at second and retire Richards at first.
And as convincing as it might be to consider that an unproductive out, he does work the count full. It's a 6-pitch at bat. Scratch that 7-pitch at bat. And it does, for a guy like Fitak, who's a reliever, it's not easy going into a second inning and immediately getting doubled off of and then facing a guy for 7 pitches.
Now here's a guy who we've said his name probably 15 times tonight, Tyler Barsness. It's been an eventful one so far. He's put 2 balls in play. He walked at 1 time out. He's 0 for 2 today, but did score a run. But, Jack, it feels like that left side of the Power infield has had at least 12 balls hit at him so far today.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's been part of the reason for the errors, just because of the sheer volume over towards that side of the field.
Barsness watches strike one. It's a 1-1 count. He walked his last time up. That was in the 6th, in an inning where 10 batters came to the plate. It's an inning that, for a moment, looked like the Power were going to take over and run with this game. But we're tied here in the 8th. 1-1 pitch. Perfectly placed for strike 2.
Yeah, this is pitch number 26 coming up for Jamin Fitak, and there's a little bit of action now in that Utah Yaks bullpen.
1-2 pitch. Fitak gets the sign. He looks back at second. Kicks and fires. A swing and a miss there, and that's a massive K for the Yaks.
And that's his third strikeout of the day so far for Fitak. And despite the pitch count crawling up, he's been absolutely lights out of the pen.
If the Yaks can pull this off, look at that 8th inning. The leadoff double from John Artis. If the Power can't score him, that is sure to be a turning point in this game. Artis on second. Makate at the plate. 0 for 2 so far, but he's reached twice. Watches ball 1. The effort's really been spread around this Power lineup. You can look at the top 3 of the Yaks, and that's where all the production's been, but it's been a spot here, a spot there for the Power, and Makate's been part of that. Doesn't have a hit so far, but got hit in the 5th and walked and scored in the 6th. Makate rips that down the line in left field. That's going to get down foul. Just about 10 feet from extra bases and 10 feet from breaking the tie. John Artis was maybe 50 feet from home plate by the time that thing fell. So it's a 1-1 count here.
Alexander Oliver's still warming up in that Power bullpen.
Oliver's a guy that Casey Dill's excited about. He's coming out of Colorado State Pueblo, and there's a couple arms coming from that program that he's just excited to see what they've fought through with that conference. They put up good numbers in massive elevation. 1-1 pitch to Makate, ripped up the middle, and that's going to get gloved by Mortensen at second and end the inning. We're going to need some late inning fireworks here for the Power. It's tied at 5 going to the 9th. We'll be right back. Middle of the Yaks lineup due up.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are two teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
The 9th inning in Palm Springs. It's been an eventful one in recent years. Power have walked off some big games, most recently the CPCL championship game last season. New man on the mound, Alex Oliver out of Colorado State Pueblo, fires in ball one up and in.
Yeah, one of two guys on that Colorado State Pueblo program coming into the season, Jacob Petersheim, number 14, the other.
I met Oliver the other day when he got into town. He's just excited to get a chance to get in front of scouts, get in front of coaches. He's done with his college eligibility, so he's just trying to potentially get another chance, potentially get a shot at playing pro ball eventually.
Great pitch. See that fastball right on the outside corner, Steven. That's his specialty pitch, and he loves going to that, especially against right-handed hitters.
It's Ruben Velasco, Emmett Desmond, and Kyler Skinner, barring any pinch hitters, and that one's upstairs for ball two. Oliver graduated from Colorado State Pueblo, grew up in Oklahoma, had some hit-or-miss performances, but did have some really productive moments out of the pen this past season. And it's a place that you've got to look at the stats differently in that conference. The NUMAC is one of the most offensive conferences in the country. But right now he's got a 2-2 count against Velasco. In the dirt, and I guess that was a 3-2 count because that's ball four and a leadoff walk.
That's not how you want to start your outing here for the Palm Springs Power in the first game of the year. A leadoff walk in the 9th could pay massive dividends for the Yaks, but we'll see how Oliver responds facing another righty here.
So while the earned run numbers for Oliver were hit and miss in this last season at Colorado Pueblo, the thing that Casey Dill really likes, 24 strikeouts, just 7 walks. So that walk an anomaly. Not hit hard into right field, going back on it, Rodriguez. He'll catch that a couple feet in front of the track. F9 retires Desmond. Now it's Kyler Skinner. Skinner, no hits so far today. Reached in the 6th on a fielder's choice.
Scratch that, it's Petersheim. Came in for Skinner and into right field.
Apologies, it is Peterson.
Pardon me, no, it is.
First pitch, below the zone.
It is Kyler Skinner.
Yeah, that is Skinner.
My mistake.
Jack Glennon keeping me on my toes here. It's Kyler Skinner, who watches a curveball in there for strike one. 1-1, 1 out, 1 runner on. Oliver has a knack for getting ground balls. Again, the K number's not massive at Colorado Pueblo. He's been working off soft contact, and right now he's ahead 1-2. The Power haven't lost on opening day since at least the pandemic year, if not more. We'll get into that research further, but basically it's gone to the point where I can't pull up years on home teams that go back far enough to find a Power opening day loss. I'll dig through the record books in between innings. But on the cusp of unprecedented territory. And a swing and a miss there for Kyler Skinner. We got 2 outs.
Really nice at bat there from Alexander Oliver. Got him swinging. Had him totally fooled and out in front of that breaking ball.
Not a ton of movement in the Power bullpen. They don't have any more pitchers that were scheduled to throw today, but they do have guys available. Again, early in the season, it's a bit of a juggling act trying to work with who's in town yet, because, again, some guys are still at their respective colleges, but Cole DeCastro watches strike one. Right now, Casey has to work with who's pitching tomorrow and who's going to be available in general. But again, there are a couple arms still available. But right now, Oliver has the 9th. 0-2, he's ahead of DeCastro. Fourth batter of the inning. The first one reached. It was Ruben Velasco. And strike three. Got him looking. Back-to-back Ks. Gets Oliver out of the ninth.
Huge.
To the bottom of the ninth we go. It's tied at 5. We need the Power to walk it off here, or else we're going to some free baseball on opening day. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back after a break.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home.
Here we go, bottom of the ninth inning, heart of the Power lineup due up. Owen Michelson, Junie Rodriguez, Adam Axtell, the first three against Fitak in his third inning of work. Welcome back, everybody. A pleasure to have you here on opening day. Jack Glennon joining me. I'm Stephen Buxton, and buckle up, sit back, and enjoy. First pitch from Fitak in there for strike one.
Beauty. Got some drop on that pitch right into the bottom of the zone. Absolute beauty.
Basically, as far back as you can go in the record books, the Power have not lost an opening day game. Last season, beat up on the Utah Labs, put up 11 runs on opening day. Right now, it's not going to be that, but Owen Michelson just trying to get him to 6 here. 0-2 pitch. Off the end of the bat, that's going to get through into right field. A leadoff single for Owen Michelson.
Well, Michelson is an excellent contact hitter, and it was only a matter of time before it came out tonight. That was the second time for him reaching base, and the second hit given up by Jamin Fitak.
The Power walked off 3 games last season, the most prominent 4th of July against the PSCL All-Stars. They scored Miles Walton hit a walk-off single to win it in 10. And on the championship game last season, Blake Conrad with a pinch hit walk-off single to win the 3rd in a row. Who will it be tonight? Junie Rodriguez watches strike one.
Well, Steven, you know what they say. It all started with a base hit.
Casey Dill's got a bench full of guys he can use right now. He's got a couple of guys who he's seen before. Noah Ariola could be up this inning. Blake Browning still on the bench as well, but a swing and a miss. And the first 2 batters fall down 0-2.
That was a really healthy rip, and I know that's not something that Casey Dill is pleased to see here. He loves to win games the right way, put the ball in play, see what happens. Don't swing for the fences. It's a long fence like we've mentioned a couple times.
Nobody out, 1 on. Fitak, the center of attention. Launches ball 1 up and away.
He is 34 pitches into a relief appearance.
They've been letting him go and letting him ride out of that Utah bullpen. Dominic Gonzalez took us for the first 5 2/3, then an inning from Herrera, an inning from Fitak, and a strikeout here to get the first out in the 9th. Now it's Adam Axtell. He's reached twice. He singled and scored in the 6th. He's got Noah Ariola on deck. Ariola was on the center of that PSCL All-Star game on last 4th of July. He was playing for the All-Stars. But right now, Axtell trying to put him in a good spot. 1-0.
Not surprised to see Yaks will stay in here despite the lefty-lefty matchup this late in the game. He's had a nice day for himself.
Power trying to put on some early fireworks tonight. There's a big gap in right center field between Gutierrez and Goins.
They're actually playing him to push. There's also quite a bit of space down the right field line, but holding at the bag is the first baseman Goins with the runner on.
2-0 the count. Fitak set and fires. Axtell gets hit on the leg, and he'll take first base, so there's a runner in scoring position.
And this is how it seems to go for the Power under Casey Dill. Scratch and claw your way in the 9th inning to a walk-off victory. We'll see if they can make it happen. But a single and a hit by pitch, it's not your most flashy way to win a game, Steven. But if they pull it off, it really doesn't matter.
Now it's Noah Ariola, one of the best stories you'll see this season. He was a 23-year-old college freshman this past year. He didn't play college baseball for 3 years because he had a bad experience in high school. He became an electrical engineer and has that in his back pocket, but came out for the California Winter League in 2025. Did pretty well, but in the PSCL last season for the Bootleggers, was one of the best hitters in the league. He was voted the top prospect in the league, and he's taken that and rode with it. He made a couple stints for the Power late in the season, but right now trying to make his impact on opening day. Absolutely tore the cover off the baseball for John Tessier's Bootleggers last year. 417 batting average, 474 on base, and a 750 slug. 750 slug, Jack. That's not a OPS. An 1224 OPS for Noah Ariola. We've got a pitching change here, and we'll get you a name and number of this pitcher for the Yaks as soon as possible. But right now, Noah Ariola, the center of attention for the Power. We'll be right back in just a few moments after this break.
Like a family setting, we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. They cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Take the stage, Noah Ariola. 1 out, tie ball game, bottom of the 9th, opening day in a packed house here in Palm Springs. 2 runners on, Michelson on second, Axtell on first. The only run that matters is Michelson. Noah Ariola pinch hit in the 7th for Amari Conley. 0 for 1 on the night, but he's an absolutely potent bat. Hit a home run in his first game as on the Power, and he hits one into left field. Going back at the wall, it's gone! A no-doubt bomb for Noah Ariola. Starts the season off with a bang. 8-5 the final score in an absolute thriller.
Unbelievable.
Michelson's the only batter that mattered, but one of the most memorable hits you'll ever see in this ballpark. Noah Ariola said, "I'll do it all myself," and launched a no-doubt bomb into left field.
Alex Oliver will pick up the win for the Power after going 1 inning, striking out 2. And Angel Rios will pick up the loss after giving up Pardon me, that's Jamin Fitak will pick up the loss after giving up 2 earned runs on the homer.
What a ball game. Jack Glennon, he's going to go down and get an interview with Noah Ariola for the player of the game tonight. But for myself, I mean, that was an absolute moonshot from Ariola. He hit a home run in his first game on the Power last season, and he does it again here. Back-to-back games, they walk it off. One for the CPCL Championship, one to start off this season here on opening day. We'll be right back with a quick post-game recap in just a couple moments.
Family setting, you know, we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Well, what a ball game. Power win it 8-5 the final score. A walk-off 3-run, no doubt, bomb from Noah Ariola. Right as I was saying, he hit a home run in his first game on the Power last season. Does it again here, sends the crowd home happy. And here's how he got there. 1 run in the first for the Yaks, and they went scoreless until the 6th. 1 run in the 6th, 2 in the 8th. Or 1 run in the 5th, 2 in the 8th, 1 in the 7th, 2 in the 9th for the Yaks. That got them to 5. For the Power, they got 1 in the 2nd, kept it tied for the middle innings, and then an explosion in the 6th. 4 runs, and they were on the ropes. It was 5-5 going into the 9th inning. The Power haven't lost in opening day, if ever. Maybe ever, but if not in a long time. I can't go back that deep into the record books to find the schedules and results, but for the Power, Javier Vasquez gets through the first 2 innings, then it's bullpen by committee. Welshner, Stewart, Baltazar, and Oliver, who's going to get the win tonight, cover the rest. Fantastic work by that pitching staff, keeping the ball in the yard, keeping the ball on the ground, and for the Yaks, it is about as good of an effort as you're ever going to get out of this team. The 1 through 3 batters in their lineup, Mortensen, Gull, and Goins, did the majority of their work. And for Mortensen and Gull, they carried this team. Both of them with 2 hits each. Mortensen with 3, and both of them driving in runs as well. But we're going to have about 20 hours to collect our thoughts and get back at this tomorrow. The crowd's going to stick around. We've got fireworks going on in about 15 minutes. But right now, a walk-off win for the Power. They're 1-0, and can't find a better way to start off the season. For myself, for the whole team around us, for Jack Glennon, who's down interviewing Noah Ariola right now. You'll see that on the Power YouTube or Power Instagram and Facebook. But we'll see you all here tomorrow. Same place, different time, 7 o'clock. It'll be against the Utah Yaks. Game number 2 of the season coming up. But for myself and everybody else, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Stephen Buxton, and I'm signing out for tonight.